Oh, you guys think you're seeing double, don't you? Well, you're not. Christy got me a new hat. I'm telling you what, man, it is cold. Let me check this air data thing here real quick. See how cold it really is. 37 degrees, low sats. We could be in trouble, guys. Give me some warm air. And it's cold. Well, I'm setting at a stop sign and I got a long time to wait here because there's a lot of traffic. But just as I suspected, I was finishing up last week's video when DJI forced me to do that Fly App update and the firmware update. And now they got another update, 1.15.8. Wouldn't expect anything less, right? Thanks a lot, DJI. Anyway, we're going down to the dam to finish this update because I felt like we needed a different scenery. I think we did a Fly App update video at this dam once before, maybe 5 times before, I don't know. I'm gonna park like this so I can see the dam. Pretty cool shot, huh? Well, welcome to West Virginia. Well, DJI released this update just this morning, and I know it comes as a surprise that I might be up to date on things, but don't get too excited because it's gonna be another week before this video is released. Anyway, it's the 1.15.8 Fly App update, and what it says here, it says it adds support for the Douyin live stream. I don't know have any idea what that is, but this is the part that I'm interested in because this is for the DJI Mini 2. Everybody knows that this part specifically is always for the DJI Mini 2. Fix certain issues and optimized overall app quality. Good job, DJI. Thanks for the clarification. Anyway, I'm going to get this updated, and we're going to go get Rose, get her set up, and we're going to get this test started. No wonder I was cold. The vents were closed. So the last time I flew here, there was a bunch of trash right over there. But if you remember, there was a line of ducks that was, or geese that was walking across the road like an army. Look at all those geese walking behind me. It's like they're an army. That's hilarious. Guys, it is cold out there. It doesn't feel like 37 degrees. Where's Florida? Today's update's gonna be, Today's update's gonna be for the DJI Mini 2, Rose. I'm gonna try to avoid the update for the DJI Mini 4 Pro for the time being. I wanna get back to this hat though. Do you guys see a difference in the quality of the hats here? This one's pretty old, this one's brand new. I think Christy was tired of washing this thing, so she bought me a new one. We'll break this one in eventually, but I think for now, we're just gonna leave it right there and pretend that we've got a passenger. Weird, huh? Oh, I guess they don't want to wear the hat. All right, guys, well, it's time to get all this stuff up and going. You guys remember Rose? You see her little backpack here, if you remember that. This is a Holy Stone remote ID module, and I'm required to have this on Rose for this flight because I'm flying for commercial purposes under the Part 107 certification. If you're not familiar with Part 107, I want you to go to the description and click on a link that we put in there for UAV Coach. Now, UAV Coach is a company that helps people study for the Part 107 exam. They have a curriculum, and I'm telling you what, it's top notch. So if you've been looking into the Part 107 stuff and things that you have to know to pass that test, you understand that it's not easy. And my personal unprofessional opinion is the only way to go is with an online training school. So click on the link in the description. It'll take you straight to their website and you can see how they set you up. Eventually, we're going to do a dedicated video for UAV Coach and for their drone pilot ground school, but that's for another day. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to Rose. She's the star of today, right? So let me get Rose all started up. We'll get her back on the back of the truck here. We'll go through this setup process, or through this update process, and see what has changed and what is probably the same, because I'm sure most of it's the same. And then we'll go from there. So let me get over to the drone stuff. Start the Fly app. I think we're all set. Now we just have to wait for the aircraft to connect. Oh, it's connected. Let's go fly. There we go. Okay, since we have 0 satellites, I'm going to go put Rose on the back of the truck. We're going to gain her satellites, and then we're going to go through all this different stuff. Attitude mode? Whatever. All right, Rose, well, I got your pad all set up here. Take a look at what you're going to be flying at. You're going to be flying, well, you don't be flying over there, but you're going to be flying over here. How about that? It's going to be pretty cool, isn't it? I'm going to set you right here so you can face directly to the dam. There we go. Okay, so she's already got 8 satellites. That was fast. Maybe I stood out there longer than I needed to because it's cold. So let's go up to the 3 dots.
Home point updated.
Home point's been updated. Thank you, Martha. Safety tab. Let's see. The max altitude's good. The max distance is good. Return to home height's good. I always like to go down to the bottom and check advanced safety settings and make sure that return to home is still selected. So we'll go back. Now control. Imperial larger text. Perfect. Again, has any of this stuff changed? I don't know. Probably not. Gimbal calibration. We haven't done that in quite a while, but I'm going to just let it go. Phone charging is off. Okay, I think we're good there. Let's go to the camera mode here. Make sure that video subtitles is on, whatever that means. We've got our hash mark, or our crosshair in there. So that's not changed. Doesn't look like anything here has changed. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go to the About tab and show you what we got. So we're using DJI Mini 2 Rose, and her aircraft firmware is 0.0200, which is the, yeah, it's current, trust me. And we'll scroll down here to the Fly App version of 1.15.8. And I don't believe anything's going to be changed here. However, there's always a chance, right? I mean, we did find that there was a change on the DJI Mini 4 Pro last week that nobody else noticed. Genius. Let me go back to the safety tab here. Okay, I think we're all set. Let's go back to the main screen. We've got 18 satellites. Home point's been updated. Look how solid her, what is that? The radar thing at the bottom left is. I'm moving the controller. Look, I'm moving the controller around like this, and that's pretty solid. I like that. So what are we going to test? We're going to do our normal test. We're going to put the drone up in the air. We're going to fly towards the dam. We're going to go, say, 1,500 feet and make sure that we don't lose our signal. And then we're going to do a quick shot. Also, we're going to do a return to home test too. So fun, fun, fun. So let's go ahead and get Rose started here. Let me pull the sticks together. Take off. Yep, and she's her propellers are spinning. So let me get her raised up in the air here just a little bit. Let me come back down a little bit so we can get her in the view of the truck, the backup camera. So she's sitting there really, really solid. She hasn't moved at all. I don't think that she's ever looked so solid. Cool. All right, cool. So now we are all set here. So let me get her. Oh, no, there's a truck that just came in. I was looking at Rose, and when I turned around and looked and saw that truck in the screen of my phone here, I got kind of nervous, like things were moving. Anyway, let me get her raised up here, and we'll get a really good view of the dam here. So I'm going to go up 100 and I guess maybe 110 feet, maybe, because I know that there's really nothing around that's going to hurt her. Maybe we'll just go up 100 feet. Yeah, 110 feet's good. So let me turn here to the right just a hair. And I do like how DJI sticks on their controllers are always really smooth. I've been testing a lot of these mini killer drones lately, and I'm telling you what, the sticks are really stiff on those things, and it makes it really difficult sometimes to get cinematic footage. I want to go up a little bit more. Let me go up to 120 feet. Okay, well, you twist my arm. We'll go up 135 feet. All right, so I'm just going to fly straight. Let me record this too on the SD card. There we go. So I'm just going to fly straight forward. I'll pull the gimbal down a little bit, and we will go out. Oh, she's in sport mode right now. I didn't realize that she was in sport mode. Well, we're going to stay in sport mode. We're going to go out, say, maybe 1,500 feet, give or take. And as I always keep saying, I do not like the new way that the screen reads the height and distance at the bottom left. I can't stand that. But I guess there's really nothing that I can do about it, huh? I'm going to need to raise up a little bit higher, so if there's anybody standing on top of that dam, they don't get irritated that there's a drone coming over there. So we'll just go up to a couple hundred feet here. The signal looks perfect. We're almost 1,000 feet out already. I need to turn to the right. She's veering to the left there. I think her IMU is screwed up again. Okay, so we're out 1,200 feet here. Coming up on 1,300 feet. We still haven't lost a single bar. Looks perfect. Her IMU is obviously screwed up because she's totally shifting to the left. Now she's shifting to the right all on her own. Okay, so that's kind of strange. Okay, we hit the max flight distance. So I'm gonna take the controller here and hit return to home. And she's just gonna probably do a 90-degree turn and come flying back towards the truck. And we're gonna see how close she gets to the, yeah, she's flying sideways. Let me turn her all the way around so she's facing us. She does that all the time. She's been doing it ever since she was new. Jack does it too. He's another Mini 2 that we've got. He was the first one that started doing it. But they've done it ever since they were new. So let me get the GoPro outside and we'll see how close Rose can get on the return to home flight, or on the landing, whenever she comes down for the landing. So let me get out there, get my eyes on her. She's coming back pretty fast. Well, 23 miles an hour, which is normal. But she flew out there pretty quick, didn't she? At, what was it, 20 or almost 30-something miles an hour the whole way. So she's 500 feet out. She's coming up to the truck now. I can see her. I'm gonna have to pull her gimbal down because she doesn't do that herself like Dwight, our Mini 4 Pro, does. And she's gonna do that gimbal shake like she always does, but it looks like she's way, oh wait, that's a different truck. There we go. Looks like she might be pretty close here, but she's right over top of the truck. The gimbal did its little gimbal shake. She could be landing on the bed here. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Now, somebody was telling me the other day, I gotta find it, I guess, that there's a way to turn off that controller beep. So I need to get more familiar with that and see if I can get that to shut itself off. All right, so she is shifting towards the back of the truck. I don't think she's gonna land here, but I'm gonna keep my thumb on that return to home button. Let's go to the GoPro and watch her try to land. But I don't think that she's gonna be lined up too well to land on this truck. Where's she at? Let me, hang on, I'm messing with the GoPro here. All right, GoPro time. So she's coming down. Looks like she's a little bit off. I'm afraid that if I don't hit cancel, she's probably gonna fall off the side of the truck. I don't think she's gonna land. Let me cancel this. She's trying to land. I don't know if I like that very much. That wouldn't have been a very good spot to land, Rose, and it looked like she was gonna continue to do it. I think she chose poorly. Now she's starting to move around a little bit. I don't know if it's not windy or anything. Let me get her raised up in the air. That way maybe she's interfering with the truck there. There we go. All right, I think it's time to try another test. I'm gonna get back in the truck because I'm cold. I'm at least gonna sit here in the driver's seat. Okay, let me turn Rose around this way so she can see that bridge. And I'm gonna raise her back up in the air. We're gonna fly over that way, I think, this time. Get her just raised up like 75 feet. But I wanna kinda do a, oh, there she is. I wanna kinda do a Dronie with that bridge in the back, or as the subject. So my screen is kind of dark here. Let me pause for a second and try to get my screen a little bit brighter. Whoops, what happened there? Whoops, what is going on here? There we go. Now the screen's as bright as it'll get. That's not good. All right, so let me go forward here and pull the gimbal down a little bit. I'm gonna go over, I guess I need to probably stop the recording. Hit the banner. Go to quick shots. We'll go to Dronie. Let me use that part right there as the obstacle sensing unavailable. Why does it say that? It's a Mini 2, we know this. So distance of 100 feet. We'll go a little bit farther than that. We'll go 160 feet. And now we're gonna hit start. And we'll see what she does. So she looks perfect there, sitting in the middle of the sky. Now she's backing up. I think this is gonna be a pretty epic shot. Why did I say epic? I hate that word. All right, she's backing up and she's raising up and she's doing great. And it's keeping the bridge locked in and focused. She is, well, I just got a really big gust of wind through here. This isn't good. Maybe I want to do the dam for the next quick shot. Is it still going? 99%, perfect. All right, so quick shot complete. She's gonna return to the task start point. I'm interested to see if she's gonna move that gimbal up or whatever like the Mini 4 Pro does. I don't think she does. She didn't last time. But she's returning back to the home point. That worked out great. I think that's gonna be a good shot. And now she's veering to the right for some reason. Nope, she's veering back to the left. She's not all the way back yet, so that wind might be pushing her around a little bit. I think it's task timed out. Check and try again later. What does that mean? Anyway, I don't know what that means. I think that it's a lot windier right now than it was whenever I looked up the when I looked up the UAV forecast, when I looked up the air data information. But it feels like it's gotten a lot more windy. And also, it looks like she's pointing to the right now, so her IMU is messed up. All right, I'm gonna turn around towards the dam, and I'm gonna do another quick shot over that way. Actually, let me fly over to that water that they're releasing. I wanna get a little close up of that. She's kind of all over the place. Look how she's veering to the left again. Her IMU still hasn't straightened up. Maybe it's because she's in sport mode. Let me go over to normal. Yeah, she's turning really hard to the left. Weird. Normally, she straightens herself out. So let me do this. Let me get her back. I'll do an IMU calibration, and I'll send her back up in the air and see what she does. So I'm going to do another return to home here. See where she's going to land this time, because I didn't really let her land last time. She's almost in the dead center of the truck, so that's good. I think maybe, well, she's probably going to adjust off the truck here in a second. So let me go ahead and go to the GoPro right here, and we'll get her in the picture. And I've got my thumb on the cancel button, so if she is going to screw us, then I'm going to hit cancel and we're not going to let her land. I've become pretty good at that. But she's moving closer to the cab. I think that if I let her land here, this could be bad again. So come on, Rose. Why don't you adjust a little bit towards the landing pad? I don't want you to land on top of the truck. That's probably not good. All right, I'm going to stop her because she wants to land on top of the truck. Let me stop her. We're not doing so good today. All right, I'm going to get her landed here, and we're doing IMU calibration. I know, the truck's probably gonna mess with the IMU, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's go to the IMU calibration. IMU normal, let's hit calibrate, and we'll hit start. It says it's 75% done already. That's weird. I'm gonna get your backpack back on you. All right, cool, calibration successful. So let me get her open back up, and we'll see if this fixes the problem. How much do you want to bet it doesn't fix the problem? All right, we're off again. Let me go back to the main screen. Take off with caution. We've only got 7 satellites. I guess I gotta wait for satellites again. Now she didn't say home point. There we go. Now it took 12 satellites for her to say home point updated this time. Normally it's 10, so that could be something that's different. We're down to 47% on the battery. I'm gonna go ahead and go back over to video mode. I think I'm done testing quick shots for today. I'm gonna hit record here. And we're gonna get her lifted off again. So let's get her up in the air.
Take off.
There she's up. And see how solid she is now compared to the first time. It looks just as good as it was last time. Her camera, or she's not shifting to the right or to the left. She didn't really shift to the right or to the left until we got flying last time either though. So, all right, she's been sitting there long enough. Let me get her raised up in the air. We'll go up about 100 feet and then we'll just fly towards the dam where they're doing that water release. We'll see if we can keep that crosshair steady. All right, so we're 100 feet up. Closing the door because, again, like I said, it's cold. All right, so let's just fly straight forward. We're in normal mode. And she's veering to the left again, or still. So the IMU calibration didn't really work that time. Normally it works. Normally that's the only, well, looks like it's straightened out now. Yeah, it looks like she's fine now. She's just a little bit to the left, but she's straightened out. So the crosshair is staying put right where it needs to be. So let me just turn it to the right slightly there so we can get a better view of that. And maybe I want to do a Dronie of this. Yeah, let me do that. Look at this. This is cool. Let me pull the gimbal down. That's a cool view. Look at that, guys. All right, so let me stop the recording here. Go back to quick shots. Go to Dronie. I'll draw a square around that. We'll only do 100 feet this time though. I know obstacle sensing is not there.
3, 2, 1.
Her countdown's totally synchronized with her voice. And now she's coming back and doing her Dronie. Looks good. So she's going up and back at the same time. I didn't realize that corner over there is 1,100 feet away. It's amazing. So she still looks good. Is she done? She's almost finished. That was a quick one. And now she's gonna return back to the starting point. So I'm gonna cancel that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get her to return home. We'll have a quick conclusion and we'll call this test a wrap. So return home. All right, Rose, well, I'm proud of you. You did a good job today. Let's get you in the, whoops, wrong way. Let's get you over here so I can catch you. Remember how I used to catch you like a snake? Let's do it again. There we go. Perfect. Again, that was easy. All right, Rose, well, with that performance, I can say that you are officially a rebel. And you look like one too. What do you guys think of her hat? All right, guys, well, another positive, or I guess another good test, another successful test, another positive result. Like I always say, I can't tell you whether or not this update is going to be good for your drone. All I can say is that it was good for ours. I don't think we had any major problems. I think the IMU thing may have worked itself out. I guess we'll see in the future. But again, she's a rebel, so she really does what she wants to do. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great week. God bless.